Hey, this is Scott Lara. I hope you're having a great day. I want to talk to you about the UK, United Kingdom Electronic Travel Authorization. And forgive me for looking over to this side here, but I just want to share this with you because if you're going on a river cruise, right? And let's say you're flying out of Charlotte, you're going over to Munich to catch a river cruise, and then you're flying back, like you're in Hungary, but you go from Hungary to Heathrow. We all know about Heathrow, right? With the airport fire the other day, and then fly back to Charlotte. You're flying through an airport, a UK, United Kingdom airport. So this ETA, let's just call it that, you got to get it online through the UK website, and I'll put a link in the website for you. But who doesn't need one? If you have a visa, if you have permission to live, work, study in the UK, it says if you're transiting through a UK airport and you will not pass through border control, check with your airline if you're not sure. If you're a British citizen, you don't need it. If you're a dual citizen, you don't need it. But why would you need it? And the thing is, and before I say that, you just do it online. It costs you like 12 or 13 bucks to get it, right? I've always believed better safe than sorry. So from what I understand, if you're like flying from Hungary back to the US and you're going through a UK airport, you don't need one. But look what happened with the airport in Heathrow, right? So a day or two, you aren't going to be able to catch your flight home. So you want to leave the Heathrow airport and go to a local hotel, spend a couple days or whatever. Chances are you're going to need this ETA, right? And so, and again, it stands for Electronic Travel Authorization. Now, I know somebody who actually did this last night, and there are a couple steps to this, right? You got to plug in information, you got to take a picture of your passport, and then it's kind of a weird thing. They say to take your phone and hold it over the chip in your passport. And if you look at recent passports on the cover, there's like a little camera kind of a logo on it, and that means there's a chip in there, right? Biometrics. And so you try doing that thing and it doesn't work very well. So you have to like click through it and say, okay, well, I'm going to plug in my information manually. And I'll tell you, this friend of mine who got this ETA just to make sure, got it back like within a half an hour. He got the email back saying, here it is. Now, it's very interesting about the email about this ETA thing. You don't need to print out an email. You don't need to do anything. It's automatically attached to your passport. So when you show your passport in the UK at Heathrow, they already know that you asked for the ETA. Now, there's a couple other things about it, and again, I'll give you a link to it. What you can do with the ETA, I said you come for 6 months. Okay, you come to the UK for up to 6 months for tourism, visiting family and friends, business, or short-term study. And so I really think, even though the internet says you don't need an ETA if you're just transiting through, going from one place to another, you're not gonna, you know how it is when you go to the airport, right? You get to the airport and you go outside to get a cigarette, or you go outside, or maybe you go somewhere and then come back in. You gotta go through security again, right? If you're just staying in the airport, chances are you're not gonna need the UK ETA. But I tell you, this friend of mine, he did it just in case the Heathrow airport, they have a power thing, the plane, the crew, because bad stuff happens, right? So check it out. Look at my description in this video about the UK ETA. I've always said better safe than sorry, right? If you have any questions, email me at slara1961@gmail.com. Stay tuned to my channel for all the other stuff. And also, just a quick shout out to the Non-Commissioned Officers Association. I'm a U.S. Navy veteran. Check them out. NCOAUSA.org. NCOAUSA.org. Join today, because veterans have got to band together. This is Scott Lara. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.